TGOD, baby, no, that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory, straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
That's thrown underneath to Algier. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Colts at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the delay, it's Ballage. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 16. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurry!
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's go now. Green jack.
They'll look to throw again. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Nifty move. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Ready. 13 yards remaining on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Quality coverage that time. The slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's London. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, caught by London. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 26. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Patterson running between the tackles. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Okay, ready? Drill, 52.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Balaj. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs and say, roads closed.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
2nd and 4. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
First down at the 49-yard line.
They run it with Balaj. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there.
Let's go! Shot, 17.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Up the middle, here's Taylor, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 1st rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And a short pickup to about the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And caught by London. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe merciful, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Come on, set.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Here we go, set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Ready up.
5 yards remain on second down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th touchdown, Indianapolis? A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. And he wisely will throw that one away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Dio Odengbo. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dio Odengbo dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camp, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Colts, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.